Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. My name is Derek. For those who don't know, welcome back. If you're returning, welcome for the first time. If you're new to the channel, again, my name is Derek, covering everything wholesaling and real estate on the channel, specifically virtually wholesaling real estate. That's what I'm doing. I live out in California, and I'm sourcing opportunity out in Houston, Texas. So if you are in Houston, either physically or virtually, let me know. Drop a comment down on this video or any one of my videos. Let me know that you're in Houston. I'd love to network, connect with you, and see if we can make something happen on any future opportunity. Today, I'm going to. Oh, and the best way to get a hold of me, aside from the comments, is going to be either my Instagram or the Discord. A couple links down there in the description. Um, Today, I'm going to try to generate some leads. I've been really focused on dispo of the contract that we have, and I just don't want to fall off of my lead generation. So I'm trying to do a little bit of that. I've been kind of tossing the deal around to some more potential buyers this morning. If you watched my video yesterday, you kind of know where my efforts have been focused for disposition of this one. Really, email blast to my buyers list. My buyers list is like at 1,100 now. Let's see where it's at exactly. 1,114, but there's probably a bunch of duplicates in there. The last time I sent off the email blast yesterday, I think it successfully sent it to like 970 or 980 people, because there were probably some duplicates as well as a handful of emails that ended up bouncing. So they removed those. I use Gmass as my email blaster. It's a Gmail extension. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that word, extension. Um, and it is, I don't know if it's like an official Google product, but it is an extension of Gmail, so it will prevent you, or at least do a better job of having your emails not end up in the spam folder of the recipient. So I've been email blasting. I've sent off an email to my buyers list like 3 times now. The last one had information about the showing that's scheduled for Sunday. Posting to Facebook groups. I posted it a couple days ago in the beginning of the week, and every morning I go in and I bump the post, and I do that by just simply commenting the letter B uh, underneath my post, and I will delete my post, or my comment from yesterday, so that there's not just a list of B comments. So I'll delete the last comment and then leave a new one with just the letter B to bump my post to the top of the feed within that group. I posted to Craigslist, 2 areas of Craigslist 3 times a day, so 6 posts in total on Craigslist daily. And then yesterday, I reached out to a number of realtors who either rep the buyers on some as is comps in the area, or who rep the seller on some flips in the area. Sent off an email to those realtors who requested further information. I don't think I've heard back from any of those yet. And then I posted it to social media, both on my Instagram and my Facebook. On my Facebook, I have a lot of people in the Houston, real estate investment ecosystem. So I did actually get a few people reach out to me just from me posting it to my Facebook feed. So today, again, I have been reaching out individually to people who I see are commenting on other people's posts, that they're interested, and then they're claiming to be cash buyers. I'll reach out to them. I'll send them off like a templated message just in their DMs saying, hey, I saw that you were expressing interest in another property out in Houston. I actually have one under contract now that I'm looking to assign. Do you want to learn more about it? Or I don't know exactly what the message is. It's pretty simple though. And then they get back to me like this, for example, send me info. Okay, perfect. What's best email for you? I already have it though. I should already have it, because at the same time when I DM them, I will also grab their email from their comment on that other person's post and just add it to my buyers list. It's I'm just doing that without, I guess, technically getting their permission if it's cool to market to them, but they're also voluntarily offering up their email on a public forum, so they can't really say anything. But I still do reach out to them directly through the DMs, because if this deal in particular doesn't work out for them, I still like to build a relationship and try to find out where they're looking, what price points they prefer, what type of property specs. Do you only go after 3+ bedrooms? Do you only go after certain homes in these zip codes? That's beneficial to know, and that's really what I'm trying to focus on this year specifically moving forward, is just building relationships with buyers, because that's really who we're serving at the end of the day. Yeah, we are helping the seller and the tenant or whoever else is part of that process on the acquisition side of things. But truly, if you were to say like who our customer base is, it's the cash buyers. They're the ones who get us paid. So the more I can learn about them and kind of custom tailor the perfect gift wrapped package opportunity to them, it was kind of going to be like, oops, not no denying it, right? If somebody tells me I buy in this zip code, brick house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, I prefer ARV to be 250 or more, and I bring them something with an ARV of 275, brick house 3.2, and I got it at a steal, then the buyer's true colors will show. It's like, hey, look, this is exactly what you asked for. Are you prepared to close on this or not? And then you can really see, oh, this person's not really, true cash buyer or whatever. Jeremy, yo, what up? What's going on, Jeremy? What's going on? Just reaching out to a few people who have DM me back with their email. And then I like to say, just sent it over through email. Take a look and let me know if there is any interest in walking the property this Sunday. Hey, Derek, what company are you with? With my company. Gotcha. Just operating solo with my company. You only got one? Yes, just one at the moment. I just sent over the details for it. Take a look and let me know if there is any interest in walking the property this Sunday. Gotcha. Yeah, I'd love to run numbers on what you got. Perfect. What's the best email for you? Send me more info. Great. What's the best email for you? My client's looking for something a little better condition. If you see something near Pasadena, please send my way. Will do. Thanks for your response. I'm sitting here sourcing myself. What you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you're generating some leads? That's what I'm talking about. What are you doing? Cold calling? You sliding in DMs? Pasadena, Deer Park, South Houston surroundings. Well, this one is surroundings. I guess it's just better condition. Uh, and then, like I said, going to hop on the dialer. Need to hop on the dialer. Send it over, take a look, and let me know if you have any interest in walking the property this Sunday. Alright. This woman sent me her buy box. She said that she was a wholesaler, but has transitioned into fix and flipping. So I don't know exactly what she was trying to propose to me, but she says, you know, reaching out to see if we can work together. My business partner and I are looking for single family homes in Houston. Since you're a direct to seller, I'd like to partner with you to see what kind of volume you're doing and possibly if you're interested in having an investor in your court. Don't really know what that means. What I gathered or what I assumed was that she just meant like send me all your deals and me only. Um, I said, I'm definitely willing to connect and network with people in the business. Are there any, specific zip codes that you prefer? Any price points? She said, what's your email? I can forward you everything. And then she said, this is why I'm a little confused. Also, I have networked with a lot of investors myself, being a wholesaler. Would you be interested in JVing as well? That way, you always have a buyer in your back pocket. So, like, I just was a little confused because she was kind of wearing two hats, saying that she fix and flips and as a buyer, but then if I'm open to JVing, I guess it would make sense if like something just didn't necessarily make sense for her, but that she had buyers in mind. You know what I mean? I just don't know. At this point, I'm like fairly confident in my ability to find a buyer. Um, so like it would have to be you'd have to have like really good buyers to be quite honest. Not to like toot my own horn, but I'm going to. I'm pretty confident in my like disposition efforts. So what I'm trying to say is like this happened on my the second deal that I closed. I had it at 75. I had a buyer at 83. So I was making an 8K spread on it, 8K assignment fee, and people were approaching me to want to JV the deal. Well, it's only going to make sense if you can get somebody at 92 or higher, right? Because I'm making 8K by myself. So that means we need a 16K spread if we're going to split it 50-50 off of the 75. So I need it at 91 or higher for it to make sense for me to consider JVing, right? If it's just about the profit, which it really is at that point. Uh, I just don't understand that model really. I guess it makes sense for people who only want to focus on the acquisition side of things. Um, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me kind of thinking out loud. Thank you for your positive response. I look forward to doing business with you. This is what my business partner and I are looking for: a single family, 3 bedroom or more, 2 baths or more, 1950 or newer, established or growing upcoming neighborhood, off market, no daisy chain, no retail, direct to seller only. And then gave me a list of all the zip codes she's interested in. Uh, So I will save this. I will create a new folder, create new label, cash buyer buy box. Create, and I will move this to that folder. Uh, Okay, let me check. What is your email? That's not him. All right, I'm gonna hop on the dialer. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. But yeah, so far two confirmed people that are walking the property. One guy is bringing his contractor. Seems like it may be his first flip. I've had 5 offers. Only like 2 of which are higher than what we have it contracted for, and then one that's kind of, and one of those, I don't know how legit either one of those are. One guy had offered 102, but he was from Craigslist, and he just stopped replying to me once I tried to verify the offer and like get more details and as to what his offer actually entailed. Um, he just stopped emailing me. I'm gonna follow up with all these people again today. But then one guy is passing it along to a buyer who would be at 90,000. We're at 85, so that's kind of the first offer that I find to be legitimate. But even then, it's like I'm not talking directly to the buyer. But that's what's going on here. And then I still have 6 people who have expressed interest in walking the property. One of those is a woman who gave me one of these sight unseen offers, but I need to confirm with all those people because like 4 or 5 of those people we hadn't had the walkthrough scheduled yet, so I was kind of having to say, hey, I'll round back with you, once we get something confirmed. But like I said, enough is enough. For those who watched the stream kind of toward the end of the stream yesterday, you will know that I got kind of a favorable conversation started on my texting platform. The gentleman gave me a reasonable price and said that he wanted to sell within the next 3 months. So I'd assume that something's going on there, some type of motivation. But I tried to connect with him when he told me to call him. Told me to call him at 7. I called him at 7 on the dot. He said, "Hey, I'm just getting home from work. Um, can you call me back?" And I called him back and he didn't answer. So I said, "Hey, call me whenever you're ready."
Want to answer. Hang up to send call to voice.
Hello?
Hey, Derek, it's Nick. You just sent me that property you have in Houston?
Yeah. How's it going?
Hey, thanks for sending it. I really appreciate it, man.
Not a problem.
It's a little far out for me.
Okay.
It's over an hour, so I like to be hands-on, but keep me in mind for the next one.
Sure.
I do think I fund most of myself.
Okay.
And so.
Yeah, definitely. Where are you coming from? So I know. Are there any specific areas that you prefer?
Yeah, I'm in Lake Conroe.
Okay.
So anything north of Houston, I'll go.
Yeah. Okay. And
Woodland, Spring, Cleveland, Texas. I just closed one out there Friday.
Okay. Perfect. Any like price points or property specifications you prefer?
Yeah. I like to fund it myself, so I like to stay in that 170 to 250.
Okay. And that's purchase price or ARV?
Probably. Well, the one I did was ARV was we just closed on it was 260.
Okay.
And I funded that myself. So.
Gotcha.
If it's around the 300, if it's a good deal, then I'll do that. And I'll do the hard money. But
right.
If it's a 30%, so I can make it work.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect. And this, just to be sure, NTS Premier, that email that you sent over, that's the best email for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. I'll get you added to the list. And what I'm really trying to do is go direct to buyers. I'm trying to move away from, blasting it out to thousands of buyers at a time. So if I get anything that meets this criteria, I'll be sure to reach out to you directly.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely. I look forward to working with you in the future.
hey, you too, man. Good luck on this property.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day, all right?
You too.
Bye now.
What's the reason he doesn't want this one?
It's just too far out. He lives like over an hour drive away. He lives up where my second deal was. So he sounds like he's pretty hands-on with everything. I am streaming, just so you know. But I am talking to you. It sounds like he's pretty hands-on with everything. He's saying that he funds the deals himself, meaning that he doesn't have to go raise money or get a loan. So it's coming straight from his bank account. So he's likes to be kind of on the cheaper side. Not really cheap, but that's the type of people that you want to work with, because there's no delay. Based on what I've gathered, there's no delay between like him making you an offer and him being able to pay the money. Whereas if he was getting a loan, he'd have to go get, just go to somebody else to get the money. All right. What do you got going right now? All right. Cool. Cool.
You have it on. Can you read it for me?
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't like when he's out here. Like,
Yeah.
without any.
I got you.
You want him in?
No. All right. All right. Enough is enough. I'll start calling. Jeez. All right. Blow to the end of this list here. 18 people. I'd be lucky to get one contact. Hello? Yo, they need to turn that beep up. I can never hear when anybody answers the phone. It's like the most silent beep. So, hello?
How can I help you?
Hi, Miss Rainey.
You have the wrong number and remove my number from your call list.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. We'll do. Ooh, I'm feeling good today. Woke up feeling great today. I wonder what that guy does for work. That guy that I spoke with on the phone, you just know he just makes a lot of money. Maybe he transitioned out of, I mean, yeah, he just has a lot of money. So he either makes a lot of money doing this business, and has like dug himself out of that hole where, gosh, for anybody that's flipped anything, you'll know what I'm kind of referring to, in that you really have to build a sizable nest egg. Is that what that's referred to? A nest egg? You really have to build yourself a sizable, like, reserve account of savings, essentially, that you're going to live off of. Because when you're flipping things and you're paying out of pocket and you're not leveraging your money and going to get loans or whatever, you tie up all of your funds in inventory, right? And in this case, in houses. So unless he has a lot of money, then he'll only ever be able to buy like 1 to 2 properties, right, at a time, and invest again. Because if he's paying out of pocket, with the rehab as well, like, that money is tied up into that project. So until you kind of pull yourself out of that hole where you're just, constantly reinvesting the profits and tying all that money back into inventory or projects in this case, then it's pretty hard to sustain that. So the fact that he's actively looking for projects, talking about projects that he just did, and telling me that he's looking for more and that he funds all of them himself, that leads me to believe that he is a multimillionaire, probably. Um, to be able to do that and sustain it and still have money on the side, reserves to be able to live his life. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. That's like the biggest issue with any paying out of pocket, or any type of any type of flipping business. That could be e-commerce, anything that requires you to have inventory, any product based business and not a service based business. You have a product based business, you have to spend money to build inventory. So again, I mentioned this the other day, but I used to resell sneakers, right? How are you gonna make $100,000 in profit flipping sneakers? Well, in total, accumulative, you're gonna have to acquire, hundreds of thousands dollars of worth of product of inventory to be able to make 20, 30, 50, 100 bucks on each sale. So you're gonna have to have 5 to 10x your profit goal in inventory. And that's the same thing for houses, right? So he's paying, a $250,000 in order to make 30 to 40,000 max, 50,000 max on a smoking deal. So, anyways, I'm not gonna get too far. I think you guys get my point, but I just thought about that after I got off the phone. It's so interesting in this business to talk with people and really not realize. At least I didn't realize in the moment. It's just funny how people are probably extremely wealthy and aren't going out of their way to brag about it or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I just thought about it reflecting on that phone call. Like, wait, that guy was probably like a multi-millionaire if he's talking about funding these deals himself. Um, and those are the type of buyers that I want to get on my side, on my team. My team. What is your comps on this property? Ugh, ugh. I hate it when people ask those type of questions. Do your own research. And I included 5 comps in the email. Honestly, makes my skin crawl. Hello?
For your call.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Miss Martinez?
You have the wrong number. This is the Babers residence.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Thank you, sir.
I know. Somebody's about to answer the phone that needs my help. I feel it right now in my bones. Oh my gosh, we're going into debt. I lost my job. Not like I would ever wish that on somebody, but oh, oh my God, that those darn tenants. I'm so sick of them. I don't even want to deal with them anymore. Ah, yeah, those tenants. Get this plugged up. I did a little bit of driving for dollars this morning as well. Got my list back up over 100, sitting at 122. Definitely fell off of the driver for dollars this week. That's kind of the one thing. And I mean, just the lead generation in general. I spend a majority of my time on the dispo, which I'm fine with. As long as I'm able to do a little bit of something here and there like this, I know that, I'm still doing this part time, and to wear every hat on such a limited, um, you know, schedule time frame is difficult, and I would rather spend a majority of my time and efforts on trying to find a buyer for this property anyways. So I don't really feel bad about it. I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can in order to stay on top of the lead generation if, I do have the time or opportunity presents itself, which is kind of what happened right now. Like, I did everything. I essentially have done everything that I can, um, aside from just individually reaching out to as many people as possible on Facebook or elsewhere. I'm essentially doing everything. I've done everything that I could. Reached out to all the realtors in there, not all the realtors, but a number of realtors that have supporting comps comparable to this property. Um, blasted it to email list, 3 times. I can do that again. Planning on doing that again um, tomorrow morning, just to try to get as many people at the last minute to walk the property on Sunday. Um, what I want to do is just round back with everybody who expressed interest in walking it previously. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Miss Bryant.
Hi.
Hi there. This is Derek. Hey, sorry, I know this is a bit random, Miss Bryant, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on East 42nd Street.
I don't have no property on East 2nd Street.
On East 42nd Street?
I don't have no property there.
Oh, okay. I might have dialed the wrong number.
Okay.
While I have you, would you happen to have any property you might consider selling at the moment?
I don't have no property.
No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. Go mark that wrong number. Brett, how many deals have you done in total? 2 deals, 2 closed deals. Brett, thanks for hopping in here. I think this is the first time I've seen you in here. I appreciate you jumping in, and I appreciate you asking a question as well. 2 deals, 2 closed deals, 6 contracts. I'm 2 for 6. The 4 that fell through, I'm only going to take responsibility for. No, that's a poor leader. Poor qualities of. Hello?
Stephen, I can't speak.
Hi, I'm sorry. Am I speaking with Miss Robertson?
Who?
Hi, I'm so sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here.
Okay, who are you looking for? Is either Doreen or Shanessa here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. So I'm looking to get into it. What is your advice? Shoot, hop in here and watch me do what I do. Not to say that I'm some type of pro. I try to make that very crystal clear. I do not want this channel to be like really educational by any means, but I know that people get educated here. I just don't want it to ever come across as like I know what I'm doing and you don't, and this is how you should do it, because I personally don't feel like I'm in a position to teach anybody how to do this business yet. I'm still figuring it out. Every day I learn something new. So I know that there's benefit in that, in just kind of documenting my work days, so that when I learn, you guys learn too, right? We can kind of learn together, and you can learn through my efforts and my mistakes and stuff like that. So, uh, I mean, yeah, just hop in here, connect with. Hello,
Hello.
hey, Mr. Franco.
Net.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
I don't know.
Hey, I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Meadowlark Street.
No.
Oh, do I have the wrong number here? I'm just gonna say wrong number. Sometimes people say that. They'll say no when I ask about the property, and I don't really. It's not like a yes or no question. It's really not a question at all. I just ask it with kind of like an upward inflection, so that they can say, "Yeah, what about it?" or "No, I'm not selling." But yeah, Brett, connect with me. Let me know. Drop a comment. What market are you in, or do you plan to kind of farm leads in? And check out the links in the description, both my Instagram and the Discord link. The Discord group is going to be the best way to get a hold of me since I have my notifications turned on my phone. Um, and we'd love to have you in there. Kind of just trying to create a little bit of a central hub for everybody to stay connected when I'm not live streaming. So we'd love to have you in there. Feel free to jump in there, ask any questions, and we can try our very best to point you in the right direction. Maybe time for me to swap out these caller IDs as well for my dialer. If you watched my stream yesterday, I just had to get brand new phone numbers for my texting platform. And I think I should just make a habit of getting new caller IDs for my dialer as well. When I do that, I'll just do both at the same time. I'm mainly looking to be virtual, but I would say Jacksonville, Florida. Yep. So what I would do. Hello?
Uh-huh.
Hi, Hortensia.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, this is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random. I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Glen Avenue.
Yes, but not there right now.
Oh, okay. Completely understand. Do you think you would be interested in the near future at all?
No, I don't know.
No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Okay, thank you.
How long you been doing it? Also, what books have you read? Recommendations. That's a good question. I've been doing it. I quit my job in March 2020. Literally the week before everybody had to shelter in place, COVID was a thing. I'm fairly certain that I had COVID. I was the sickest that I had ever been in years, like the last week of February, first week of March 2020. And when I was sick, sitting at home thinking, I've been wanting to quit my job for like a year or two at that point. But when I was sitting up at home, super sick, like really not even wanting to go back into the office after I got better, I told myself, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to quit. Hello?
No. Hello, this is Gregory.
Hey, Gregory, I'm so sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here.
No problem, man.
All right, how we going? Told myself I was going to go in there and quit. Didn't have a plan. Had about 15,000 saved up in my 401k. Quit my job, cashed out on my 401k so that I can have some money to live off of. I thought that I was going to get licensed to become a realtor. I thought that was the path I wanted to take. I had done everything except take the test. I passed all the online education. I passed all the online tests. Literally, all I had to do was pay for the test. But then I started learning what comes with being a realtor and how it's really not cheap. Um, and that it's just like anything, that it's your own business. So you're having to build your own clientele and build up that business, right? So there's a lot of expenses required in order to get that type of a business off the ground, just like wholesaling. But then I realized, the benefit stack versus, wholesaling versus being a. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, William?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Millville Drive.
Hey, Derek, man, do me a favor, man. Take me off the call list, put me on the do not call list, okay?
All right, will do. I appreciate you taking the call. It's always funny. I know when people are getting ready to say something like that. Hey, you know what? Hey, Derek. But anyways, back to my story time. And then I learned about wholesale. I had learned about wholesaling maybe in 2017 or something like that, years ago, but always thought to myself, oh, that's kind of odd. Like I couldn't see myself doing that. I still thought that you needed money. I still kind of grouped the wholesaling idea in with the investor, under the investor umbrella, where you were still needing money out of pocket. And at that point, I guess I still didn't realize that you could have just raised money altogether, and that people are doing real estate without any of their own money. But I just didn't look into it any further until years later. I quit my job, and then me and my two partners at the time, we all went to college together. And one of our college buddies moved out to Oklahoma, Tulsa, and he was house hacking. He had just bought a house dirt cheap out in Tulsa. He's from California, so he had the money to just buy it outright, I'm pretty sure. And then he was renting out one of the rooms, and he was cash flowing. So so I guess he didn't buy it outright, but his housemate who was paying rent was covering his mortgage and some. So he was cash flowing on the property, and we're like, wow, that's something that we want to get into. Buy and holds, rentals, right? And then we soon realized that that's a beast in its own, and that we should start from square one, and we should start wholesaling. And so we kind of dabbled in it towards the end of 2020. One of my partners backed out kind of around winter of 2020, and it was me and my partner going into the kind of early 2021, and then he backed out. So I've been doing it for myself for about a year. I would say about a year. I closed both my deals back to back, August and September of 2021. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Carol, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey.
Derek who?
Hey, this is Derek Wilson. Hey, I just wanted to reach out about a property I believe you own on Beachroll Street. He wasn't having it. That's my last name too, for anybody who doesn't know. Oh, books and recommendations. Now, were we talking real estate, wholesaling books, or are we talking like mindset? Right now, I'll tell you what I'm reading right now is The Power of Habit. That's what I'm currently reading. I'm about probably like a third way through it. Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. That's what I'm currently reading. I would recommend, if you can't wholesale after this, I've got nothing for you. This is by Todd Fleming. It's a little dated. Some of the stuff that he recommends in here is kind of old school. He talks about direct mail a lot, Craigslist, stuff like that, but it's definitely actionable. You can read this and like take action after every chapter. He does a lot of mindset, legal, networking with buyers, finding a title company, mindset behind sellers, rapport building. property inspection, putting the deal together. This is a good book. This is a good book. What else? Hello? Bust these out from the archives. This is like one of my favorites. I've read this a couple times. The Dip by Seth Godin. I'm looking at Raul as the seller's name. Seth Godin. The Dip. This one talks about how if to strive to be the best in the world. What does it say? The Dip. The extraordinary benefits of knowing when to quit and when to stick. And this is all about being the best in the world at whatever it is that you're setting out to be good at. And if you're not trying to be the best in the world at what it is that you're trying to do, then you shouldn't do it at all. It's just a waste of your time, energy, and resources. And that you should move past it to find what it is that you're going to put in maximum effort to try to be the very best in the world at. And the dip is the point in time where everybody ends up quitting certain things because they think that it'll never, come back up. But really, the people who push through the dip and actually embrace it and lean into it are the very people who get to the other side of the dip and become the best in the world at what it is they're setting out to do. And how millionaires and people who are the best in the world at what they do actually rely on this dip, because if it weren't for the dip, everybody would be the best of the world at something. But because of this dip, there's a moment in time. Hello?
Ben Houston.
Hi, I'm sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here.
Okay, bye-bye.
There's a point in time where a majority of people quit. And that's actually what you want as a successful person. You want people to quit because then that they won't make it to the other side. And that it's like they use examples of vanilla ice cream. If you look at a graph for vanilla, I'm gonna try to find some. It's a very easy read. You can see the read. There's like graphics and stuff. You can read this in honestly a day. Hello?
Yeah?
Hi, is this Mr. Guillen?
Yeah?
Hi there. This is Derek. Hey, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling you about a property I believe you own on Wilberforce Street.
What?
On Wilberforce Street?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted to give you a quick call and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there.
No.
No.
You must have got the wrong number.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And this isn't Mr. Guillen?
Yeah, that's my last name, but I don't own property on that side.
Oh, okay. While I have you, would you happen to have any property you'd be considering selling at the moment?
No, sir.
No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
All right.
Bye now. So you can see vanilla ice cream, the best in the world, per the statistics at least. And you would think that the next best, which is chocolate, would be something somewhere close to vanilla, but it's actually exponential. And that's kind of just like a fun little example of the dip or how, when something is the best in the world, it's not the best in the world by like just a little bit, it's exponential. Anyways, this is one of my favorites. Another one that really started my whole journey in real estate, ABCs of Real Estate Investing by Ken McElroy. Hello?
Bueno.
Hi, Miss Morales.
Bueno.
Hi there. This is Derek. Hey, I was calling you about a property I believe you own on East Rogers Street.
Momento.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi there.
May I help you?
Yeah. I was just calling, looking to get a hold of the owner of a property on East Rogers Street.
On East Rogers Street in Brownsville, Texas?
In Houston.
Oh, who is this calling?
This is Derek. I was looking to get a hold of the owner of that property, and I just wanted to see if they would consider an offer on that one.
Uh, just a minute. Give me a minute.
Sure.
I have your number. You say Gary?
Derek?
Gary?
Derek.
Okay. Okay. Start again.
Yeah, sure. D as in Delta.
D as in doctor.
Yep. E as in elephant.
E as in elephant.
R as in Roger.
Roger.
E as in elephant.
E as in elephant.
And K as in kilo.
K as in kilo. Oh, Kelly. Okay. And you are interested in the property on what?
On East Rogers.
Okay. And your phone number.
Yeah, let me give you my direct line here. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's 832
6803.
You got it.
Okay. Sometimes I get a call from a party at that property here, and I will give this information. I will and see you get any messages from the person who owns it. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry, what was your relation to the owners?
To the owners?
Yeah.
We're relatives.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Just gonna mark it wrong number. ABC's of real estate investing. Ken McElroy. Ken McElroy is Robert Kiyosaki's property manager, money man. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is probably why this book looks like Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it was forwarded by Robert Kiyosaki and it's in the Rich Dad Poor Dad publishing company series, whatever. This guy, Ken McElroy, is a value add multifamily property manager, meaning that he looks for, apartment complexes, apartment communities, tries to find places where he can add value by either, building security fences, installing laundry rooms, adding little dog parks within the community, something that adds value, and then he'll increase the rents and manage the properties. And he gets funding from Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. And this is really what got me into it. And that's why I thought that I was going to get into kind of like value add, buy, hold, rental properties, and then realized that you still need money to do that. So I started wholesaling. Obviously, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm not going to pull that one out, but it's down there.
Hi. Thanks for calling Z-Tribune.
Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I'm sure you've heard that 1,000 times, but I've read that a few times as well. It's a good one. The Ultimate Guide to Wholesaling. The Ultimate Guide to Wholesaling Real Estate by David Dodge and Mike Slane is another real good actionable one for wholesalers. And the last, which is my favorite, that I have read a couple of times as well, Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This is a very old school. You've probably heard of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, I believe is the author on that one. I haven't read that one, but this predates that. The Science of Getting Rich. This is the OG by Wallace Wattles. Originally published 1910. Another easy read, but it was written in 1910. So a lot of the language is kind of like biblical and old language. But this is all. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Shirley?
Hello?
Shirley, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey,
Who is this?
this is Derek. No, this is a bit random, but I was giving you a call about a property I believe you own on Normeadow Lane.
I'm not interested. Thank you for calling, though.
Of course, thanks for taking the call. Um, this is all mindset, and I recommend it. I've read this a few times. It's kind of alters your belief system, if you will, like kind of negates all of those doubtful thoughts that you have or subconsciously. Well, that's a good one. And those are all my book recommendations for the day. What's up, Derek? Tuning in on this snowy day. What's going on, Roxy? Snowy? Where are you from? It's snowing. Gotta move down south. That's an age. For real. What's up, bro? What's going on, cool dude? Brett, would you say it is seasonal? Wholesaling? Not if you do it in the right areas. Why do the other contracts fall through? So the first one we canceled, and in hindsight, reflecting back, we shouldn't have never canceled it. The tenant was getting ready to move out. Their lease was up probably in 3 months from when we got it under contract, and she was kind of putting up a fuss about us gaining access to the property. So we were able to walk it one time and get pictures, but when it came to allowing cash buyers to walk the property, um, it was always something. It was, oh, my son broke his leg. Oh, he has COVID. Oh, this is happening. Oh, that time's not going to work. Yada yada yada. And we were so stressed about trying to find a buyer within our inspection period that we just our inspection. Hello.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm sorry. Is this Miss Hall?
You're calling a business. You're calling a business.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here. We were so worried about trying to get a buyer in time that like our 14th day came up, which was the end of our inspection. So we just felt like we needed to cancel it so that we weren't held liable for anything. But now that I've kind of learned and educated myself and developed my contracts, um, if there's any issue in gaining access or allowing us to do the inspection based on what the contract says, um, then technically we wouldn't be held liable for anything. Something in the contract says now where it's like, um, if we're unable to close at the time that we have tentatively agreed to right now, and the reason is something other than you know our inability to perform, then the contract is going to get automatically extended, and as long as everybody's making a good effort to try to do their part in getting it closed. um, so that one we canceled out of fear, but in hindsight we should have just left it open, extended the contract until the tenant moved out, and then found a buyer to walk the property after that, because we had a handful of buyers that were wanting to walk the property, but um, tenant wasn't having it, and that seller ended up selling it to Open Door, probably for top dollar. Um, I saw that after the fact. That was one that fell through. Another one fell through because, again, I don't want to place the blame anywhere other than myself. But because I had recruited the help of a realtor on one. It was owner occupied, so they were needing to find a new place to move to. So I recruited the help of a realtor to help facilitate that. And the realtor ended up saying silly things to the sellers that spooked them, talking about, Derek lives in California, right? He's going to make a profit on this, right? Or saying stuff like that, which is what was all true and all things that I would have been comfortable telling them myself, but it was just how it happened. The fact that it didn't come out of my mouth, the fact that the seller felt like they were being deceived. They called me and they're like, "Hey, we don't want to sell anymore." Again, I could have probably put some type of legal thing together to say, hey, no, you agreed to this contract and you have to fulfill your obligations in this contract. But I don't have a lawyer. I don't, you know what I mean? It wasn't a fight that I was willing to make. So I just went ahead and sent him a cancellation agreement, canceled that one. Another one, the seller lied really bad about the condition. And then we put it under contract based on his property description. Went out there only to realize that it was in far worse condition than what he led us on to believe. Attempted to renegotiate it down. Hello?
Who's this?
Hi, this is Derek. Is this Nancy? Attempted to renegotiate it down to where we needed it, and he just wasn't willing to go that low. So again, I that was a wake up call for me to really just assume that places are going to be in fairly poor condition, even if they're telling me that it's not. So that was three that fell through, and then the last one that fell through. Um, Kind of something similar, just not really. I was unfamiliar. It was not in the Houston market, so I was just unfamiliar with price points and values of the neighborhood and stuff like that. And I placed it under contract at a price that I thought was favorable and it would have been attractive to a buyer. But I started talking with like realtors in the area, and they were kind of putting me on game, schooling me on how values worked in the area. And then I found out that there was some things that kind of deterred investors from buying in this particular pocket where the house was, and that they I probably could have found a buyer for it and gotten it assigned, but I would have needed to get a reduction from the seller. I attempted to do that, but he was not agreeable. So that's why that one fell through. So of the four that fell through, two of them I locked up too high. Um, One of them I would say is like 100% my fault. The last one, just because it was too good to be true. I was trying to get cute with things and go into another market, and I should have just stuck to what I knew. But for the one that the price was too high, the seller straight lied. Um, so I guess you can't really do much about that. And then the other two, I could have, kind of strong armed them and pushed it through all the way to the closing table, but just wasn't worth it at that point in our kind of career as a wholesaler. So 2 for 6. The one that we have under contract now is the 7th, and hoping to go 3 for 7. Kind of dry today. Friday, I guess. Hello?
Light of the world.
Hi, I'm sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here.
Okay, have a good one.
You too. Um, Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Rose.
You got the wrong person.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm realizing why I'm getting so many wrong numbers. Because this is my Driving for Dollars list, and what I will do is I will take all of the first few mobile numbers and put them into my texting platform, and then I'll just take some of the mobile numbers in like the third or fourth slot, and I will bring those as well as the landlines into my dialer. So it's probably going to be a pretty low contact rate because the likelihood of me connecting with somebody on like the third, fourth number in the skip tracing results is pretty low. Um, for more often than not, the first number or the second number is going to be the homeowner. Um, so I may just hop off this campaign right now. Now that I've realized that. Um, is this your full time job? No, not quite yet. But yeah, pretty much.
Can't take your call now. At the
I work enough hours to consider it a full time job, I would say. But it's not. I work another gig type job where I can kind of dictate my own schedule, and so I'll do that like nighttime. Try to do this a little bit of everything until like 3-ish every day, and then shift gears and go work that job. All right, I'm gonna hop off that, and I'm gonna hit my follow-ups. I'm gonna hit them like super quick today. I know I usually do say that, but today I'm not messing around. I'm gonna try to get through my follow-ups in the next 18 minutes. If nobody answers and we have a good conversation, but hopefully I'm hoping that I can get somebody on the phone so that we can have something unfold here. So I do my follow-ups on both places, both my texting platform and my dialer. So I have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people I need to contact through my texting platform. This person said that they weren't interested. Feel free to touch base with me in 6 months. That was on November 23rd, December, January, February. It's been about 3 months. I'm going to give her a call. I'm just going to go straight calling today. I'm not going to text anybody. Not going to run comms before while I'm dialing out. I will start running comms though, just in case.
Hello.
Hey, Deborah, how's it going? This is Derek.
It's going fine. And who's this again?
Good. This is Derek. I'm not sure if you recall, we had gone back and forth a little bit a couple months back in regards to your property over on Julia Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still not ready to sell or anything right now.
Oh, completely understand. Do you have like a timeline in which you think it'd be a more appropriate time for me to follow up?
No, I'm sorry, I don't. It's just when everything falls into place.
Sure.
I'm just getting a few things straightened out on it, and it's going to take a while. I mean, feel free to call back in another couple of months if you want to, or 6 months. I really don't know when it's going to happen.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll kind of set you for a follow up in another couple months. I'd love to round back and just try to catch you at a better time.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
All right. I appreciate you taking the call. I hope you have a good one. Bye now. Not ready to sell, said she needs to get a few things straightened out first. Couldn't give me a timeline. Gave Derek permission to follow up every couple of months. I'm going to follow up in 2 months. Ready to sell. Follow up at the end of April. About 2 months. This guy's asking me the same fucking question. Address not found. Looks like that email was no good. If you'd like to provide me with another, I'd be happy to send it. Uh-huh. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys hopping in here. First follow-up of the day, got her on the phone, wasn't ready, could have dug a little deeper, but again, I'm going after the low-hanging fruit. I'm not trying to really go crazy into trying to keep these people on the phone. I know that's recommended, and I would say probably I would recommend that to you as well, but I'm really going after the low-hanging fruit right now. I'm trying to build some momentum with some closed deals as opposed to wasting time on the phone. For sale as is $299. This person was asking. All right, could you tell me a bit more about the condition of the place? No major repairs, some minor. I tried to vet the timeline of it. He didn't answer. Let's see what the Zestimate is. Zestimate is 276. This is somebody who I'm not going to, his 299 may actually be reasonable depending on the area. I'm not going to run the comps right now or anything like that. But I'm going to drop him into a follow-up campaign. I just don't know which one. Probably warm. I'm going to go figure out which campaign to put him into first. That way it's going to just follow up with him automatically, and I don't have to keep revisiting it just to try to give him a response and check if he's ready. Not interested in selling, interested but not right now. See what the interested but not right now looks like. Interested in selling, no appointment made. Let's see what that one looks like. I'm really not trying to go out on any appointments. Thanks for speaking with me. Can we talk today so I can get you that cash offer? Life gets busy. Yeah, I mean, this guy says 500,000. Going to safely assume that that's out of the question. Pull him up on Zillow just in case. His estimate is, drumroll please, 263. Much higher than I actually thought for this area. Clearly, he's not going to get 500,000, but he has an acre. He has close to an acre here, which actually might end up working as a play, a land lot play. But I don't think 500,000 is still not. That's still too much. So I'm going to go and tag him as not interested. High asking price. It's replied. Not quite sure if this is who I'm looking for anyways, so I am just going to Remove him from my texting platform and not from my dialer. I don't really know what to say to this guy. What up, Derek? What's going on? 727. Thanks for hopping in here. Okay, I'll just manually, real quick. Hey, Richard. Just wanted to round back real quick about your place on were you still interested in selling that property? It's lagging. Were you still interested in selling that property? All right. I'm gonna go like this. If he hasn't replied by Monday, any reply to last text. If not, drop him in a reply follow-up campaign so that I'm not having to do what I just did and come in here and manually follow up with him. Bada boom. Bada bang. Jerry, gonna go ahead and call good old Jerry.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Jerry. Oh, I didn't realize we had texted a couple weeks ago. About a week ago. We talked a bit about your place. Have you started to look around and see where you want to move to? I know you mentioned you were looking at one. No, I don't know what I'm going to do. My church is here and I hate to leave it, but at the same time, I really don't want to stay. I'll keep your number though. Okay, makes sense. You think you'd be able to find something in that area that you'd like? Prices in here are going up every day. That's why investors like yourself are trying to buy here. Dial did not leave. Man, my computer's going super slow. Did not leave voicemail. I'm going to set myself a task again for this gentleman. Call to reconnect, but it sounds like he's going to need, like, I'll give him another month. He just isn't, it's owner occupied. So he's needing to come to that conclusion that he needs to go. You know what I mean? And then put in the effort to find a place. I can put him in contact with a realtor and stuff, but doesn't quite seem like he's motivated enough to take action. We had a good conversation though, and his numbers aren't too far off. He's asking 275. I would have to be at 250-ish, probably. Probably about 250, maybe like 240. So we're not too far off. That's a deal, but he needs to be willing to up and leave and do everything that's necessary in order to find a new place and all that good stuff. So the way he's talking just doesn't lead me to believe that he's ready quite yet. See what these people are talking about on Facebook. This guy has asked me a number of different times. He's already told me that he's not a buyer. Says, what's the details on the property? I sent it over to him. Okay, property looks great. I personally don't want to purchase it. I'm looking for properties like this. I may have a couple of investors that I can pass it along to, though, and just add my fee on top. Absolutely. Feel free to pass it along. Appreciate your response and your feedback. Okay, it sounds great. Yeah, man, send those over. We can get those deals closed. I'm shifting from single family to multifamily. All right, we'll do. What's up, Derek? What was ARV on that property? I'm currently out and can't run the numbers, but one of my investors are asking. I said it's difficult to say. There's a lot of as is purchases in the area, and not so many flips. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say 165 to 175. And he says, "How do you run your comps? Or did you see average price per square foot? I typically use either Redfin or batch leads. What about rehab estimate? I'm allowing buyers to do their own due diligence at the walkthrough. What's up, Derek? How did you come to that asking price on the property? Like I don't want to have to sell it to you, man. Uh, not to be like rude about it or anything like that, or naive or whatever you want to call me. Like I know that I should probably be bending over backwards until I have those strong buyer connections, but like I don't want to have to convince you to pass it along to your buyers. Does your buyer want it or not? I'm gonna answer him though. What's up, Derek? How did you come to that asking price on the property? Based on the as is comps that were included in that email. Like what kind of question is that? How did I come to that? That's what that's what I'm asking. What do you mean? I don't understand that question. Um, Thanks for sending. Unfortunately, we have to be much lower on that one. Understand. Out of curiosity, where would you be? Okay. Got it. Thank you. Keep sending your deals my way. Will do. Are there any specific zip codes, property specs, price points that you prefer? Gonna call this guy. This is who I was trying to get a hold of last night. He texted me saying, looking at properties in my area, I wouldn't want anything less than 100K. And then he said no less 93K. So I don't know what that means, but I'm imagining he means that he wants 100K. That may work for me depending on the condition. He said that he wants to sell in the next 3 months. And then I said, all right, did you have a moment to talk? He said, call me around 7. I called him at 7. He didn't answer, or he answered and said, hey, sorry, I'm just getting home from work. I'm just shuffling around. Can you call me in 5 minutes? Called him in 5 minutes. He didn't answer. And then I texted him. I said, hey, this is my direct line. Feel free to reach out when you're all settled. He said, will do. And then he never called me. So I calculated the comps. I said ARV difficult to determine, but as is value based on the comps in the area go from anywhere between 90 to 125, depending on the condition. Um, that's what I would be offering for him, depending on the condition of his place. Let's see what his estimate of it is. His estimate on this is 95,000 and 1260 square feet. So I would go 90 if it was a complete rehab, gut and remodel. Upwards of 125 if it was just cosmetic. Somewhere in between if it was an average. This guy says I'm done with this guy. What's up, Derek? How did you come to that asking price on the property based on the as-is comps that were included in that email? Right, I get that. I just see a 2021 appraisal on the property valued at 79K. So I'm just wondering what it is about the property that has it valued at that asking price. You know what I mean? Am I wrong in thinking this way? I'd love for somebody to chime in here, either right now live or in the comments after the fact. I just feel like I don't. You're not buying it anyways. Why are you trying to like? He's very confrontational. I feel right now, and I just am not understanding. And he just sent me a picture of the appraisal value. Like I know what it's appraised at. I get it, but like just feel really weird. A really weird conversation right now. It's like I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just done. I'm gonna delete his conversation here. Send it over. I'll gladly take a look. Perfect. What's the best email for you? Anyways, I'm gonna call this guy. Here is my email. I'm gonna email this guy first. This guy may be at work. That's what the issue was yesterday. So maybe I can catch him on a lunch break or something. Just sent it over. Take a look and let me know if you are interested in walking the property this Sunday. Try to get this guy back on the phone. Like I said, he may be at work, but so be it.
Your call has been forwarded.
The immediate hang up. Dialed. Rang once. Seller immediately ended call. Probably at work. I will set my task for tomorrow. Maybe he doesn't work weekends. I'm trying to call him at multiple times of the day as well. Due today. Any response from seller? If not, place her in the appropriate follow-up campaign. I'll place her in the one. Let me see. She didn't really say much at all. I need to become more familiar with what campaign I should be putting these people in as the follow-up. Yeah. Go ahead and drop her in the warm. And that sounds like, hey, we'd love to work with you soon to purchase that place. Just kind of rounding back every once in a while. And it's going to happen automatically so that I don't have to come in here and do it manually. Warm, and then I can delete my follow-up task as well. And then that one is just hands off. In the pipeline still, being nurtured, but nothing that I have to do about it. All right, that's all the follow-ups on my texting platform. I'm going to come over to my dialer and where did she say she was going? 1 second. Anything within or near the outer loop of Houston, 3-bedroom preferred, or enough room in ARV to justify adding a third bed, $300K purchase price, rent comps. That's 1,000. All right, perfect. Take note of all of this and reach out directly next time around. Calendar events. Oh.
Has he eaten or anything?
No, he hasn't. Hey, Daniel, what's going on?
dryer, and it's. Do you have some? Can I use the letter opener? It's one thing that does all of it. So like now I only have to bring one tool. Like if we were to travel,
Gotcha.
it's a blow dryer, a straightener, a waver, a curler, all these different attachments, and
I gotcha.
it's just really, really cool. I just wanted to give myself a gift.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, I wouldn't bother to answer any more of his questions. Your price is your price. Either works for him or it doesn't. Exactly. Thanks for that reassurance there. What I'm gonna do is call Nestor. I don't know if it's Nestor or Nestor. I think it's Nestor.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 7.
That was one of my buyers, so I was just trying to see. He hasn't gone back to me, but it's typically common with him. He's usually out at the job site and will always get back to me later, like hours later. But and sometimes it'll happen where he never gets back to me, and then he'll get back to me like 2 days later and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." So I'm not really stressing about him, but he told me he wanted to walk the property, so I'm trying to get confirmation from him. Totally agree with 727. Says Roxy, your price is your price. Either works for him, and there's more investors out there. I watched the King Kong video where the buyer tail talk the wholesaler out of tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's why he already told me he's not interested. I'm unsure if he's trying to, like, I don't know. He could just be asking out of curiosity, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? Because if he is basing his offers strictly off of appraisal values, then I don't really see how he's doing business. You know, the appraisal has nothing to do with what the market has determined the price point should be. The comps are the best way to determine what buyers are willing to pay. So I felt like when I said exactly that, it was answering his question completely. Like, how did you come up with your price? I came up with my price based on what the surrounding homes are selling for. And I can go into way more detail about that, but again, feel like that's kind of an umbrella statement that answers his question. But anyways, let me see if I can find somebody else to follow up with. Uh-huh. All right. This woman wanted to speak with her parents over the weekend. I talked with her last week, I think last Friday.
No,
Hi, is Bernice there?
no se
That's what happened last time too. That's the number I connected with her on as well. I just feel like I have to catch them at a good time when she's the one answering the phone, because I think that's her parents, and I think that's the owners of the property. But the daughter, I believe, is named Bernice, and she's the one who um, speaks English. So I will say, um, this may be where I kick it over to Jared and Raina if you guys are in here, just to try the same number. That way, I don't have to continue calling and get them on the phone. It'll be a lot quicker for you guys to vet whether or not they want to sell. Called and a Spanish speaking woman answered. Like, these are the type where I should be trying on Saturdays, if the daughter's at work or something like that. Dawn, closing on another property, may want to sell this one in the near future. If that ends up happening, Derek received permission to follow up in a few months to reconnect. It's been about a month. I'll give her a call.
Hello, you've reached Dawn Brown. Please leave a message.
Double tap, leave a voicemail and text if she doesn't answer the second call.
Hello?
Hi, Dawn. How's it going? This is Derek.
It's Derek?
Yeah, this is Derek. I don't know if you recall, we had spoke about a month ago in regards to one of your properties that you were closing on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how you been?
I've been good.
Good to hear. Yeah, like I said, I know last time I was calling on the one over on Timber Trace Drive. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
that's the one that you had mentioned that you were closing on one property, and that if you did end up closing on that one, that you would want to sell the one on Timber Trace Drive. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I am going to, because I have there and she's not want to move and she doesn't want to December. She's giving me a hard time, so I just don't want to cause any problems. So her lease is up in December, and yeah.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. That's your tenant you're referring to?
Yeah, she lives in a property that I would want to, but she's, I told her and she is causing a lot of problems. So I'm just going to wait until December when the lease is up.
Okay. Now, is selling something that you would consider if I was able to help out with that situation with the tenant and possibly buy it with the tenant in place?
I asked her, I mentioned that, and she did not want to have anything to do with it because I've been very fair to her, but it's just getting a little bit touchy that I really want to deal with right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
I would just wait because she seems to be. I try to help her. I try to work with her, reduce the rents and all kinds of things that she is just.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to pay people nonsense.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. And this is the one over on Timber Trace with this tenant?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
How long has that tenant been there?
This is her second year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I'll never do that again.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you have any other properties that you're renting out, or is this just the one?
This is the one because I closed the one. My son closed the other one, and now I was just trying to make a decision to relocate. But I even told her I want to move back. Actually, I told her one love. She said I don't want nothing, and stop sending people around the house. If they got to live out here, you know, with everybody having a weapon around here, but you know it's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to walk into problems, so I just wait. I mean, the years go so fast already.
It sure is. I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, I hear you. And just a reminder, it's me and just a couple partners here. We like to, we try to pick up a couple properties a month, just try to stay busy. We can pay cash. So for that reason, we can kind of close fairly quickly. So I'd love to reconnect, like you said, when the time is right and more appropriate. Revisit the conversation so that I can learn a little bit about the property and see where we may be able to offer it for a cash offer. And like I said, dealing with tenants is not something that I'm unfamiliar with. We have a deal going on right now with a tenant involved, and we try to make them a part of the process as much as possible, take care of them, because by no means are we, in the business of kicking anybody out on the street. But like you said, sometimes people just, even if you're offering them all the help in the world, they still don't want it. So I get that.
Yeah, like I offered to give her her deposit back, to offer her not to pay this month's rent.
Right.
She can go, but she is just, and sometimes you just have to, whatever the reason is, just leave it alone and in due time.
Yeah.
I told her, giving her up to April, and we'll go from there because it's gonna get worse. And I just, just the furnace just broke. I had to fix that. There's a lot of things, and when people come around the house to look at, especially the association, she's never lived in a house before, to be honest with you. And she doesn't understand living in that neighborhood. There's certain things you have to do. And I try to tell her, I'm trying to teach her, but you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, I hear you. So she's kind of she's not taking good care of the property, it sounds like.
No. She broke the window. She broke a couple things, and and because of that, the furniture, because the house was sweating.
Yeah.
And so I have to take care of it. So I'm like, telling her you got to take care like your own, but I guess not.
Right. Yeah. And do you mind?
I asked the lawyer. Yeah, I asked the lawyer. He said just let her rent go out and let it be.
Yeah.
Destroy the place.
Yeah. You said just to kind of revisit I don't know if I heard that correctly. You said you were going to give her till April.
Well, I asked her to leave in April, so we'll see.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, does she at least pay rent?
Eventually.
Okay. Yeah. It's kind of comes in on the 10th or the 15th, and not quite the 1st.
Well, yeah, eventually, or the way it comes in,
Yeah. Okay.
So but it's all good. It's all good. It's almost paid off, and
right.
And I was very nice. I said very nice to sort of help her out with situations, especially with COVID and
right.
Just not working. But live and learn.
Yep, exactly. That's all you can do. As long as you walk away from it having learned something, that's all that matters. So, why don't we do this? If this is okay with you, Dawn. I know you were kind of mentioning to her that you'd like or prefer for her to be out by April. Let's just assume best case scenario, she does end up getting out at that time. Would it be okay with you if I followed up, say, kind of mid-March, just to revisit the conversation and see where things are at?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And Again, my name is Derek, and this is my direct line. So please feel
Okay.
free to save it once we get off the phone. You can save it under Derek Home Buyer. And if anything comes up in the meantime before I reach out, please feel free to reach out. Either call me or text me. And again, this is my direct line, so you'll reach me either way.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. I
I'll put
appreciate
it
your
in.
time. Good luck with everything in the tenant,
Okay.
and I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Bye now. Uh-huh. This is another good one. Talk with seller. Tenant is a hassle. She doesn't want to deal with it. Tenant does not take good care of the property. Doesn't pay rent on time. She broke the furnace and windows. Sounds like HOA is getting upset with how she treats the property. Tenant's lease is up in December, but seller has asked that the tenant leave in April. Eric received permission to follow up in mid-March to revisit the conversation to see if the tenant is excuse me. It's already almost mid-March. Is tenant leaving or is she putting up a fight? Call her in 3 weeks.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
This woman I had cold called about a month ago, almost exactly a month ago. She said that she was under contract already for this property, but that she hadn't closed yet. So I just want to call and follow up, see if she's in fact closed and gotten paid on this deal. And if not, ask what's taking so long.
Hello. Please leave
I'll
a
leave a
message
message.
after the tone.
Hello, this message is for Natasha. My name is Derek. Don't know if you recall, we had spoke about a month ago in regards to your property over on Soledad Drive. You had let me know at the time that were already under contract with a buyer, but that you hadn't yet closed. So I just wanted to follow up, see if you have gotten paid on this deal here. And if you hadn't, I was just curious as to what needs to happen in order for that to happen. If there is any interest in possibly receiving another offer or a backup offer to the offer that you had already agreed to, please feel free to give me a call. This is my direct line here. Again, my name is Derek, and the number is 832. I'll talk to you soon. This week. gonna call it right there, you guys. I gotta get going. Let me see if I have anything favorable on Facebook. Anybody saying anything to me? No. What I'm going to do is come here. I already called Nestor. I'm gonna shoot him another text. Hey, Nestor. Just wants to confirm whether or not you plan on attending the walkthrough for the one on this street. This Sunday. If you could let me know one way or the other, I'd greatly appreciate it. Same thing. Hey, Donald. Just rounding back. If you or your buyer plan to walk the property this Sunday. In a minute. Running back. If you or your buyer plan to walk the property this Sunday. Just running back. If you could please let me know either way if you or your buyer plan to walk the property this Sunday, it would be greatly appreciated. Following up with everybody who has expressed interest already. This guy's their email as well. I'm just going to copy and paste this email, send it off to him. I think I just talked with Ivan. I don't think we ever emailed. Oh yeah, he just. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he's not going to. sure I have a chance to walk the property yesterday. Did you plan on walking it this Sunday? You could please let me know one way or the other. It would be much appreciated. Just reach back out to everybody who has expressed interest in walking the property. Sent this to him 3 hours ago to this other guy, so I'm gonna hold off on reaching out to him, but he did mention walking the property. He just needed the address, which I gave to him after he provided proof of funds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with tomorrow morning. I'm going to follow up with everybody through email. I'm going to send one last email blast with walkthrough info. I'm going to bump all Facebook group posts. I'm going to post to Craigslist, which I'm going to do again right now. I'll do it when I get home. And then I'm going to, I think that's Gucci. And then I'm going to reach out to confirm walkthrough with, I guess, the confirmed parties. Just make sure that they are still, in fact, planning on showing up. Can't think of anything else. Appreciate you guys. Wasn't much cold calling done on this one, but got a few follow-ups. Talked to one person, two people. I think one good conversation there, which was good. I had a good conversation with a cash buyer. Had some more no's trickle through into my text. Knocked off my follow-ups through my texting platform. So feel good about today. Obviously could have done a lot more cold calling and lead generation, but it's Friday. And I've been, like I said, focusing all my efforts on these disposition side of things here. So appreciate you guys hopping in here. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe button before you leave. It's much appreciated. And check out the links in the description. Get a hold of me on Instagram or Discord. And if you are interested in signing up for any batch products, batch leads, or batch skip tracing, go ahead and check out the affiliate links in the description. They are affiliate links. I will get a commission from them. I don't know how much. But if you want to support me and support the channel, do me a favor, check those out. As always, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I will see you on the next one on either Monday or tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow to kind of do what I just set myself up to do. Maybe I'll hop on here and just kind of talk to you guys while I do that. So appreciate you guys. I'll see you either tomorrow morning or Monday. Until then, peace.